Hello viewers. Welcome to Seek Wisdom. First of all, we thank you for playing out this video. Today in this video, we present you the summary of the book, 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, written by Deepak Chopra. The 7 Laws of Success distills the essence of Chopra's teachings into 7 simple, yet powerful, principles that can easily be applied to create success in all areas of your life. Let's get started. The 7 spiritual laws of success are the same principles that nature uses to create everything in material existence, everything we can see, hear, smell, taste, or touch. When this knowledge of 7 laws is incorporated in your consciousness, it will give you the ability to create unlimited wealth with effortless ease, and to experience success in every endeavor. Success is the ability to fulfill your desires with effortless ease. And yet success, including the creation of wealth, has always been considered to be a process that requires hard work, and it is often considered to be at the expense of others. With the knowledge and practice of spiritual law, we put ourselves in harmony with nature and create with carefreeness, joy, and love. There are many aspects to success such as material wealth, good health, energy and enthusiasm for life, fulfilling relationships, creative freedom, emotional and psychological stability, a sense of well-being, and peace of mind. Even with the experience of all these things, we will remain unfulfilled unless we nurture the seeds of divinity inside us. In reality, we are divinity in disguise. True success is the unfolding of the divinity within us. The source of all creation is divinity, which is spirit. The process of creation is divinity in motion, that is mind. And the object of creation is the physical universe, which includes the physical body. These 3 components of reality are essentially the same thing. They all come from the same place, the field of pure potentiality, which is purely unmanifest. The physical laws of the universe are actually this whole process of divinity in motion, or consciousness in motion. When we understand these laws and apply them in our lives, anything we want can be created. Let's start with the 7 laws. First law is the law of pure potentiality. This law is based on the fact that we are, in our essential state, pure consciousness. It is pure potentiality. It is the field of all possibilities and infinite creativity. This is our essential nature. When you discover your essential nature and know who you really are, in that knowing itself is the ability to fulfill any dream you have, because you are the eternal possibility, the immeasurable potential of all that was, is, and will be. The field of pure potentiality is your own self. The experience of the self, or self-referral, means that our internal reference point is our own spirit, and not the objects of our experience. The opposite of self-referral is object referral. In object referral we are always influenced by objects outside the self. In object referral we are constantly seeking the approval of others. It is therefore fear-based. When we experience the power of the self, there is an absence of fear and no struggle for approval or external power. In object referral, your internal reference point is your ego. The ego, however, is not who you really are. Power based on object referral, however, is false power. Being ego-based power, it lasts only as long as the object of reference is there. Self-power, on the other hand, is permanent, because it is based on the knowledge of the self. It draws people to you, and it also draws things that you want to you. It magnetizes people, situations, and circumstances to support your desires. To apply this law, we need to access the divinity. To access this, one way is through the daily practice of silence, meditation, and non-judgment. Ideally, you should meditate at least 30 minutes in the morning, and 30 minutes in the evening. Through meditation you will learn to experience the field of pure silence and pure awareness. Judgment is the constant evaluation of things as right or wrong, good or bad. When you are constantly evaluating, classifying, labeling, analyzing, you create a lot of turbulence in your internal dialogue. This turbulence constricts the flow of energy between you and the field of pure potentiality. Through silence, through meditation, and through non-judgment, you will access the law of pure potentiality. Once you start doing that, you can add a fourth component to this practice, and that is regularly spending time in direct communion with nature. Spending time in nature enables you to sense the harmonious interaction of all the elements and forces of life, and gives you a sense of unity with all of life. Wherever you go in the midst of movement and activity, carry your stillness within you. Then the chaotic movement around you will never overshadow your access to the reservoir of creativity, the field of pure potentiality. The second spiritual law of success is the law of giving. Your body and mind are in dynamic and in constant exchange with the universe. The flow of life is nothing other than the harmonious interaction of all the elements and forces that structure the field of existence. This harmonious interaction of elements and forces in your life operates as the law of giving. That is why you must give and receive in order to keep wealth and affluence, or anything you want in life, circulating in your life. Money is really a symbol of the life energy we exchange and the life energy we use as a result of the service we provide to the universe. Therefore, if we stop the circulation of money, if our only intention is to hold on to our money and hoard it, we will stop its circulation back into our lives as well. In order to keep that energy coming to us, we have to keep the energy circulating. The more you give, the more you will receive. If, through the act of giving, you feel you have lost something, then the gift is not truly given and will not cause increase. If you give grudgingly, there is no energy behind that giving. It is the intention behind your giving and receiving that is the most important thing. That is why the act of giving has to be joyful. The frame of mind has to be one in which you feel joy in the very act of giving. Then the energy behind the giving increases many times over. Practicing the law of giving is actually very simple. If you want joy, give joy to others. If you want love, learn to give love. If you want attention and appreciation, learn to give attention and appreciation. If you want material affluence, help others to become materially affluent. Even the thought of giving, the thought of blessing, or a simple prayer has the power to affect others. The third spiritual law of success is the law of karma. Everyone has heard the expression, what you sow is what you reap. Obviously, if we want to create happiness in our lives, we must learn to sow the seeds of happiness. Therefore, karma implies the action of conscious choice making. You and I are essentially infinite choice makers. Some of these choices are made consciously, while majority are made unconsciously. Everything that is happening at this moment is a result of the choices you've made in the past. If you step back for a moment and witness the choices you are making as you make those choices, then in just this act of witnessing, you take the whole process from the unconscious realm into the conscious realm. When you make any choice, ask yourself two things. First of all, what are the consequences of this choice that I'm making? Secondly, will this choice that I'm making now bring happiness to me and to those around me? If the answer is yes, then go ahead with that choice. If the answer is no, then don't make that choice. It's as simple as that. You can use the law of karma to create money and affluence, and the flow of all good things to you, anytime you want. But first, you must become consciously aware that your future is generated by the choices you are making in every moment of your life. If you do this on a regular basis, then you are making full use of the law of karma. What about past karma and how it is influencing you now? There are three things you can do about past karma. One is to pay your karmic debts. Most people choose to do that, unconsciously, of course. The second thing you can do is to transmute or transform your karma to a more desirable experience. As you're paying your karmic debt, ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? The third way to deal with karma is to transcend it. To transcend karma is to become independent of it. The way to transcend karma is to keep experiencing the gap, the self, the spirit. Now comes the fourth law, which is the law of least effort. This is the principle of least action, and no resistance. This is, therefore, the principle of harmony and love. When we learn this lesson from nature, we easily fulfill our desires. If you observe nature at work, you will see that least effort is expended. Grass doesn't try to grow, it just grows. Fish don't try to swim, they just swim. And it is human nature to make our dreams manifest into physical form, easily and effortlessly. When you are in harmony with nature, when you are established in the knowledge of your true self, you can make use of the law of least effort. Least effort is expended when your actions are motivated by love. When you seek money for personal gain only, you cut off the flow of energy to yourself, and interfere with the expression of nature's intelligence. But when your actions are motivated by love, there is no waste of energy. If you know how to generate, store, and expend energy in an efficient way, then you can create any amount of wealth. Attention to the ego consumes the greatest amount of energy. When your internal reference point is the ego, when you seek power and control over other people or seek approval from others, you spend energy in a wasteful way. When that energy is freed up, it can be rechanneled and used to create anything that you want. There are 3 components to the law of least effort. The first component is acceptance. Acceptance simply means that you make a commitment. Today I will accept people, situations, circumstances, and events as they occur. Second component is responsibility. Responsibility means not blaming anyone or anything for your situation, including yourself. Having accepted this circumstance, this event, this problem, responsibility then means the ability to have a creative response to the situation as it is now. Once you do this, every so-called upsetting situation will become an opportunity for the creation of something new and beautiful, and every so-called tormentor or tyrant will become your teacher. The third component is defenselessness, which means that your awareness is established in defenselessness, and you have relinquished the need to convince or persuade others of your point of view. If you just relinquish the need to defend your point of view, you will in that relinquishment gain access to enormous amounts of energy that have been previously wasted. Make a commitment to follow the path of no resistance. This is the path through which nature's intelligence unfolds spontaneously, without friction or effort. When you have the exquisite combination of acceptance, responsibility, and defenselessness, you will experience life flowing with effortless ease. The 5th spiritual law of success is the law of intention and desire. This law is based on the fact that energy and information exist everywhere in nature. Your body is not separate from the body of the universe, because at quantum mechanical levels there are no well-defined edges. You are like a wiggle, a wave, a fluctuation, in the larger quantum field. You can consciously change the energy and informational content of your own quantum mechanical body, and therefore influence the energy and informational content of your extended body, your environment, your world, and cause things to manifest in it. This conscious change is brought about by the 2 qualities inherent in consciousness, attention and intention. Attention energizes, and intention transforms. Whatever you put your attention on will grow stronger in your life. Whatever you take your attention away from will wither, disintegrate, and disappear. Intention, on the other hand, triggers transformation of energy and information. Intention organizes its own fulfillment. Intention is the real power behind desire. Intent is desire with strict adherence to all the other laws, but particularly the law of detachment, which is the 6th spiritual law of success. Intention combined with detachment leads to life-centered, present moment awareness. And when action is performed in present moment awareness, it is most effective. Your intent is for the future, but your attention is in the present. As long as your attention is in the present, then your intent for the future will manifest, because the future is created in the present. It is much better to execute the following 5 steps in the law of intention and desire. Slip into the gap. This means to center yourself in that silent space between thoughts. Established in that state of being, release your intentions and desires. Remain in the state of self-referral. This means remain established in the awareness of your true self, your spirit, your connection to the field of pure potentiality. Relinquish your attachment to the outcome. Let the universe handle the details. So create a list of all your desires. Read the list before going into silence and meditation, before going to bed, after you wake up. Surrender this list to womb of creation, trusting that when things don't seem to go my way, there is a reason, and that the cosmic plan has designs for you much grander than even those that you have conceived. Practice present moment awareness in all your actions. Here comes the sixth law, the law of detachment. The law of detachment says that in order to acquire anything in the physical universe, you have to relinquish your attachment to it. This doesn't mean you give up the intention to create your desire. You give up your attachment to the result. The moment you relinquish your attachment to the result, combining one-pointed intention with detachment at the same time, you will have that which you desire. Detachment is based on the unquestioning belief in the power of your true self. Attachment, on the other hand, is based on fear and insecurity, and the need for security is based on not knowing the true self. Relinquish your attachment to the known, step into the unknown, and you will step into the field of all possibilities. Every day you can look for the excitement of what may occur in the field of all possibilities. When you experience uncertainty, you are on the right path, so don't give it up. The law of detachment accelerates the whole process of evolution. When you understand this law, you don't feel compelled to force solutions. When you force solutions on problems, you only create new problems. But when you put your attention on the uncertainty, and you witness the uncertainty while you expectantly wait for the solution to emerge out of the chaos and the confusion, then what emerges is something very fabulous and exciting. Now comes the last law, the law of dharma, or the purpose of life. According to this law, you have a unique talent and a unique way of expressing it. There is something that you can do better than anyone else in the whole world, and for every unique talent and unique expression of that talent, there are also unique needs. When these needs are matched with the creative expression of your talent, that is the spark that creates affluence. There are three components to the law of dharma. The first component says that each of us is here to discover our true self. The second component is to express our unique talents. This means that there's one thing you can do, and one way of doing it, that is better than anyone else on this entire planet. The third component is service to humanity, to serve your fellow human beings, and to ask yourself the questions, how can I help? How can I help all those that I come into contact with? When you combine the ability to express your unique talent with service to humanity, then you make full use of the law of dharma. And coupled with the experience of your own spirituality, the field of pure potentiality, there is no way you will not have access to unlimited abundance, because that is the real way abundance is achieved. Also, this is not a temporary abundance. It's permanent. If you want to make maximum use of the law of dharma, then you have to make several commitments. The first commitment is, I am going to seek my higher self, which is beyond my ego, through spiritual practice. The second commitment is, I am going to discover my unique talents, and finding my unique talents. The third commitment is, I am going to ask myself how I am best suited to serve humanity. The 7 spiritual laws of success are powerful principles that will enable you to attain self-mastery. If you put your attention on these laws and practice the steps outlined above, you will see that you can manifest anything you want, all the affluence, money, and success that you desire. You will also see that your life becomes more joyful and abundant in every way, for these laws are also the spiritual laws of life that make living worthwhile. Here we shall wind up the video. Hope you like this. We'll see you again with another video soon. Till then, be happy, as happiness is prosperity.